Stephen, it's the result, the job that matters, but we've made heavy weather of it in the end.
Yeah, but, the one thing was we actually started with probably the most aggressive pressing that we had worked towards this season. And for 35 minutes, our football was absolutely scintillating. It was top football, it was aggressive football, it was pressure football. We didn't allow them to breathe, and it was really exciting. It was great to see. But when you play that way, you have to have a high level of fitness. That's the reality of it. And in the end, we were hanging on a little bit, and that's understandable because we're not quite at the levels where I want us to be to play that type of football for 90 minutes. But we felt we had to really go after it and try and get the all-important goals in the early stages of the game. So, listen, regardless of that, the one thing I would say is our players deserve great credit today because although, yes, we fatigued, nobody can say that they didn't really apply themselves today. They were amazing. And in the first 40 minutes, absolutely scintillating football. And because of that, I was aware that we'd have to hang on a little bit, and we showed the mentality in the end to do that. So, all in all, if you'd said to us before the game you would win this game, by a result of 4-2, we'd all been satisfied with that. It's just when you're 4-0 up, we all want more, and I understand that.
You utilise the media team now to watch training, to film training for you. We've seen it. We saw that's the first time that a Stephen Pressley team is going to press that high. That's the way you want to play in future?
Of course it is. It's what my teams have always been. But I also understand that in order to do that, you need players at a certain level. So you always have to work to the strengths of your players. And we've been trying to do that. I was really encouraged by our intensity of our football because it's not just pressing, it's how you press, the intent to get there. The front three are crucial in that. In the early stages of the game, they pressured the game with great intent. So I was really chuffed with them. I'm honestly really pleased with the group. The one thing today, I know today the results weren't particularly kind to us, but all we asked was that we go into the last game of the season with an opportunity, and we've certainly given ourselves that.
Is that a marker down, those first 40 minutes of what you're going to introduce next season?
Well, I hope so. I'm not guaranteeing 4 goals every 40 minutes, but what I will say is that that's the type of pressure football that I like to play. But I don't think we're there yet, and I think you've seen that today. But as I said, I could see already after 35 minutes we were fatiguing in the game. But they showed a strong mentality in the second half. And they really did. They hung on. Adam made a couple of really important saves because we were dead on our feet. But really pleased with the group today. Outstanding performance in the opening periods and a strong mentality to see the job through.
Nathan Thomas got the man of the match off the back of that 40 minutes, and deservedly so. That's exactly what you wanted from him.
Well, it was. We targeted that particular area of the pitch, and Nathan is such a talent when he's at it. But again, you see today, he has to improve those aspects of his game, his levels of fitness, because I want Nathan Thomas to be producing that level of performance, not for 40 minutes, but for 90 minutes, and that's what's required.
Is that a hint that he could be somebody that you'll look at again for next season?
He's made a good impression on us all. He's a very likeable lad as well. I really like Nathan, and he's slowly but surely improving all the time. I don't really know what his situation will be at Sheffield, moving forward. But I think he's equipped himself well. But he's got a lot of work to do ahead of him if he wants to be in my opinion, a player that really fulfills his potential.
Absolutely, no doubt in my mind that was a penalty and ultimately costly for Callum because he's had to go off. Got his goal before that. But what's the diagnosis of him at the moment?
The diagnosis is the wee man didn't know he scored actually when he came off. That's an ironic thing, and listen, he's such an infectious little player for us. His opening 35 minutes, like the rest of the squad, was terrific. And of course it had an impact, him coming off, because he initiates a lot of the pressure that we do try and apply. But, he got the goal. And we'll just have to take care of him over the next 2 or 3 days. He'll return back to his home, and and probably not be with us until the latter part of the week, because we'll have to be careful with him. He'll probably go into Villa for a couple of days, but he should, we're hoping, be okay to return to training by Thursday.